Mexico, the same. Both very gifted with their feet, quick inside. Interesting to see if it'll just be man-on-man inside with no help.
Old Dominion comes in the hot team. They have won 7 in a row. And the number 3 seed, the highest ever for the Lobos of New Mexico.
It will be interesting to see how Old Dominion comes in. Have not played in 11 days since the Colonial Athletic Association championship game, the overtime win over James Madison.
Lobos control the tap easily, and we are underway. Gibson. Here's Thomas. He will be picked up by Odell Hodge. That's about 500 pounds of basketball that's going to be colliding in the paint.
Straight man-to-man defense. First option for New Mexico is usually Thomas inside or Shields away from the hoop.
Nice play inside as Pogue ripped the rebound away. Here's Breon Dunlap the other way. Gets it right to Odell Hodge. Hodge going to try to make a move. He's long with the jump shot. And Lamont Long, the freshman, comes down with the rebound on the other side. Smith exchanges with Shields, gets it back. Smith trying to find something on the baseline. Thomas pops out. Short with the 3. Breon Dunlap on the break. Numbers for Old Dominion. Pogue can't finish.
Well, you have to get something. 3-on-1 break. They missed an opportunity to get on the board early.
Gibson very quickly the other way. Finds Smith deep in the corner. Uses the screen. Comes up shooting. He can't get the 3 to stay down, and Bowdler there with the miss.
You know, Smith, one of those players, very explosive, but he needs a couple shots to go for him to get his game on track.
Dunlap lost the dribble off his hip. Shields kicks it back to Gibson. Cross court Smith. Nice move to find Shields down on the baseline. Shields, good little spin, loses the handle, but gets 2 anyway.
Good spin inside. He felt he had Byers only 6'2" on him. So Shields, 6 inches taller, just made the spin move inside.
2-0 Lobos here, about a minute and a half in.
Straight man-to-man defense by New Mexico. The matchup, Thomas on Hodge, which we will watch all night long.
Byers gets double teamed outside right in front of the Lobo bench, throws it away. Gibson, Dunlap back defensively. Gibson is going to get himself to the free throw line, and Breon Dunlap will pick up the foul.
A very veteran team, this New Mexico group. On the offensive end, Shields, a team smart enough, they throw it inside, 6 inches on height advantage. He makes his spin move easily, and defensively outstanding trap, that time caused by Thomas, who strung out the dribbler on the pick and roll, and to the hoop and the foul.
Gibson, a 63% free throw shooter, knocks down the first. Lobos have themselves a 3-point lead. Most of the scoring for the Lobos comes from Thomas, Shields, and Smith.
It's a ball club. We talk about experience. Last year, played extremely well, won the first game in this tournament against Kansas State, then lost to Georgetown by 11. Allen Iverson gave him 25 points, but everybody returned from that starting 5.
Quick hands by Long, almost came up with a turnover. Pogue can make that shot. Short with that one, and Thomas so far having his way on the defensive glass. The freshman Lamont Long. Thomas pops outside, and
they'll give him 2. I'm not sure he called bank on that one. Interesting. Thomas has taken Hodge away from the basket twice. Not his forte outside jump shooting, but he will make some, but unconventional straightaway bank.
Jeff Capel was up off the bench and had something to say to his point guard. Let's see if they can get something this trip. No, another turnover.
Good help by Smith on the inside pass to Hodge.
Here's Long, little hop step to the basket. He got 2.
Well, Long has been the difference in this ball club late in the year. 6'4" freshman, 22nd timeout by Old Dominion, but Long has been terrific, averaging 17.5 points a game the last 5.
4 different Lobos have scored in the game, and they've got an 8-0 lead.
Well, we have seen Kenny Thomas not really post up yet. This time he goes away from the basket, gets top of the key. There's a screen, steps on the line, and calls board. A little smile on the face, but here's the guy that's really made New Mexico go lately.
And Jeff Capel with that 22nd timeout. And always interesting to watch what a club comes up with out of a timeout like that. Obviously, the Monarchs really need a score here, down 8-0. 3 minutes and 2 seconds into the game.
You know, sometimes it's not a key that early, but the 3-on-1 break, if they make that layup, all of a sudden you break the ice and get something going offensively. Nice job so far by the Lobos, though, in the half-court defense.
Here's Dunlap looking inside at Hodge. That's where they go. Hodge trying to create something, goes the other way. No, Bowdler the follow. Rejected by Thomas. Out of bounds off Bowdler.
Right now, defensively, you can tell New Mexico, when the ball goes inside and the spin move is made by Hodge, everybody attacks. There were 3 or 4 white jerseys around as he went to the rim.
Smith goes right inside. Thomas posting for the first time, kicks it out to Gibson. Long again to the basket, unable to finish. Smith the follow.
Athletic ability. Long gets to the rim. Smith on the follow. Old Dominion a step behind right now.
All 5 of the Lobo starters now with 2 points apiece, and it's 10-0 New Mexico.
See if Old Dominion can free up Pogue on the outside. Very good three-point shooter. Likes to come off picks, get his feet set for the shot. Has struggled lately, though, shooting.
Byers with the move to the basket. Foul before the shot. And Kenny Thomas has picked up his first. We're going to get a timeout. 15:46 to go. All Lobos to this point. They've got a 10-0 lead. Here in Pittsburgh, ODU was a hot choice for a lot of people in their bracket, but they're digging a hole here, John.
Well, they have young players, but they rely on Hodge, get the ball to him inside. New Mexico's already tried to shut him out offensively when he catches the ball. 2 or 3 Lobos going to him.
Pogue skips a pass. Now they go in on the other side to Bowdler. He's unable to convert. Thomas controls the rebound. And the drought goes on for the Monarchs.
It is a young team. Only Hodge is a senior, and Sherrod, who we will see later in this ball game. Actually, he is in the ball game now.
Royce Olney has checked into the game for New Mexico. Lobos all over the rim, but then Hodge comes away with it.
Boy, New Mexico looks good defensively, Mike. Early just man-to-man, but the aggressiveness, they can switch because they have interchangeable bodies. Been tough on the ball and tough when it goes inside.
The level of optimism for all of the teams playing tonight here in Pittsburgh, of course, raised this afternoon as the number 2 seed goes down, and E.J. Sherrod off the bench.
One of those all-purpose guys for Jeff Capel's ball club. Can play 4 positions, 1, 2, 3, or 4 on the floor. Hits a tough shot. The senior gets Old Dominion finally on the board.
5+ minutes. Old Dominion went to open the game without scoring. Smith. Sherrod cut him off on the baseline. Pretty good double team.
When Thomas goes away from the basket, when he comes out and brings Hodge outside, New Mexico then has more lanes to drive the basketball. They're very athletic, and they will take advantage of that.
22 years as a head coach for Dave Bliss. A great job in his 9th year at New Mexico. Here's Dunlap. Hodge looking for Sherrod again. He takes it strong to the basket, tries to keep it alive, does on the offensive glass, tries to power it back up. And Thomas and Shields were all over him. It'll be ODU ball.
One of the things you want to watch now, as Sherrod penetrated to the basket, anytime the ball's going inside, you'll see 4 or 5 white jerseys. Someone has to be up, open, spotted outside.
Smith goes out, and Lamont Long checks back in for the Lobos. Here's Pogue, a little floater on the lane, goes down.
Well, now the confidence will get going. Couple baskets.
Odell Hodge clapping his hands all the way up the court, and it's a 6-point game at 10-4.
Again, we talked about 11 days they haven't played a game. A little bit of rust, just trying to get back into the flow. Practices just will not put the same thing on as a game day.
Shields, Olney outside. Thomas tries to spin on Hodge and throws it away. Traveling violation called before he made the pass. So 3 straight stops now for the Monarchs. Reggie Bassett into the game for the first time, 6'9" sophomore. And Bowdler will go to the ODU bench. Breon Dunlap trying to set the play. Sherrod. Hodge right now having to come out a long way to touch the basketball. Pogue, a deep three, no. The rebound tracked down by Alney.
Yeah, tough to get on track. Pogue, as we talked about earlier, last 4 ball games only shooting about 16% from the field.
That's a struggle. Thomas looking for a shot, couldn't get it off. Alney, nice little ball fake.
Gibson not looking to shoot too much. Alney will knock it in.
A three for Alney. 6 different Lobos have scored in the game. It's 13-4.
Alney coming off a terrific WAC tournament. Hit 8 of 13 3-pointers. Really got his shooting stroke back going after struggling from the 3-point line.
Monarchs are down to 12 on the shot clock. Pogue has it knocked away as he makes his move, but a foul is called. Looks like it might be Gibson reaching in.
Talk about Royce Alney coming to the ball game. Good dribble and drive, and they kick it out to him. Before the WAC tournament, he was 5 of his last 38 from 3-point line and struggled. Then they gave him a haircut and went to work in the WAC.
Greg Schoenstein, who was a starter for this club last year when they made the NCAA tournament, replaced by Long a few games back, and Long has played very well, and Schoenstein now coming off the bench.
Schoenstein, another one of those players that can spot up and give you the good outside jump shot.
3 points now for Pogue. 74% free throw shooter. Drains both of them. Brandon Jones is going to check into the game, and Pogue will sit down.
Old Dominion showing a little full court pressure right now. They have stayed man-to-man in their half-court sets. They will run some zones this evening. Full court trap.
Up the sidelines, Long. He gets it to Smith. Crowd wanted to travel on that little spin by Smith. Thomas pops out. Good look underneath. Schoenstein, no. Rebound ripped off Bissett. Sherrod now directing the traffic outside for ODU. Little crossover move. Sherrod bumps his way into the paint and gets 2.
Sherrod has made his presence felt as he's coming into this ball game. Very aggressive with the ball.
6'4", 195-pounder gets his club back to within 5. Lobos came out with a lot of energy, John, but it's disappeared a little bit here in the last couple
it has. We thought we'd see Thomas in the post more often. We haven't seen much of that so far.
11:28 to go. ODU right back in this. 13-8. We'll be back.
Yeah, it really has. Tough loss, obviously, today, South Carolina. And look at the Big 12. Oklahoma will try to make that conference 5-0 in the first round against Stanford this evening.
Dunlap and Sherrod exchange outside.
3-2 zone now. By New Mexico, very aggressive. Look at the wingspan out front by Charles Smith, the man nicknamed Spider.
Skipper Youngblood has checked into the game for the first time for ODU. Gets the ball right there, turns, and gets the bounce.
Good pass inside against the zone. The defense shifting, finds somebody in the middle of the paint. Youngblood was the guy.
And a foul is going to be called on Youngblood as he was trying to hold Kenny Thomas out of the paint.
Youngblood knows he has to be physical with Thomas, but the forearm in the back, the referee will easily whistle that one.
Jeff Capel giving Odell Hodge a chance to kind of settle down a little bit there over on the Old Dominion bench.
Old Dominion in the zone of themselves from the underneath out of bounds.
Smith outside, won't go, and a foul. Let's see. Tony Gray with the call tells the Old Dominion bench, I got it, guys, just sit down. And Kenny Thomas has picked up his second personal foul. Donnie Gray was getting a lot of help on that call.
And that happens on the sideline over there once in a while.
Daniel Santiago will check into the game, and Thomas, with 10:35 still to go here in the first half, will sit down. Old Dominion got down early, but they're right back into this now, down 3. Sherrod trying to get around Santiago. That's a long trip. Rebound taken by Smith.
New Mexico bench felt Charles Smith was held, so he's going to try to make that interception.
Inside, Santiago kicks it out to Long. Long likes to take it to the basket, gets 2 more.
Well, this kid has been just terrific. Athletic, very good with the basketball. Coming off a great WAC tournament where he made the all-tournament team, had 22 against San Jose and then 23 in the loss against Utah, but has been explosive. Gives Dave Bliss another option in his arsenal over there on the offensive end.
Byers can't take Long off the dribble, kicks it back out to Sherrod, down to 10 on the shot clock. Dunlap now looks up, sees his 5 on the clock, gets it into the paint. Going to have to throw it up, can't, tipped out of bounds, and let's see, should be at least 1 second. There'll be 1 second put back on the clock.
Heard the whistle blow.
Odell Hodge is going to come back into the game, and Reggie Bassett will sit down. They get 1 on the clock, 9:24 to go in the half. What do you think? Throw it up to Hodge?
Well, they may watch a back pick on Santiago. They're just going to free up Sherrod for the shot.
He got it off. Rebound taken by Shields. Gibson, oh, great crossover move. Gets to the baseline and then throws it away. Lead pass, Hodge. Count it. No, don't count it, a travel.
Well, good lead pass by Dunlap. #1 assist man in the conference, Colonial Association, and puts it on the money, but big man Hodge can't quite get the feet right as he tries to catch that ball.
He's looking for the 3-point play like I was.
Boy, almost another turnover. We're looking at a New Mexico team that only averaged 10 turnovers a ball game the last 9 games out. That's almost unheard of.
Bowdler comes back in, and Youngblood goes to the bench, and now Pogue is going to check back in, and Sherrod will sit down. Sherrod did his job. Came off the bench for a couple of buckets when the Monarchs dearly needed them. Under 9 minutes now to go in the half. Lobos a 5-point lead.
The scorers have been quiet. Smith with only 2 points, Shields with only 2 points.
Here's Shields inside.
Oh, good defense.
Pretty good job of holding that pivot foot too. Gibson to the basket, and he's going to get himself to the line.
Good defense by Bowdler down on the post. Shields couldn't get him off the floor. Then the pass out. Right now, New Mexico very quick off the dribble to the basket. Good defense, doesn't leave his feet. First step by Gibson by everybody. Draws a contact.
They get Bowdler with the foul on the way by his first. And David Gibson now with his 3rd free throw of the night. Gibson,
one of those solid players, doesn't take a lot of chances with the basketball. Scores 7.5 points a ball game, but runs this team.
Byers pushes it up. Cold, still cold. Hodge got a hand on the rebound, and Smith able to call the timeout before he went out of bounds. And now Dave Bliss says, make it a 20, please.
That's that play we've talked about earlier when you're trying to save the ball, or he was just balancing on the line, thought he got pushed by Hodge. As they go after this basketball, Smith, very long reach, gets there in a hurry. There's the timeout.
He had a little case there as Odell got him a little bit with that 260 pounds.
Yeah, Odell down from about 285 of a year ago. 260 when that gets leaning forward, it's hard to stop.
Number 3 all-time scorer and number 3 all-time in rebounds at Old Dominion. And the consensus CAA Player of the Year, and unfortunately for Old Dominion, he is still 0 for Friday.
Well, they're having a hard time getting the ball to him. And when he's getting it, he's drawing attention, which you would expect from a good team like New Mexico.
Shields for a pull-up jump shot. No. New New Mexico, a good job on the offensive glass. Ben Baum in the game, coming up with the rebound.
Ben Baum transferred from Oklahoma State, played on that Final Four team with Big Country, Bryant Reeves.
Shields has it blocked. Bowdler get a piece of it and comes up with the loose ball.
Boy, good defensive help, good block by Bowdler.
Here's Hodge trying to find a way. No. Rebound ripped off on the other side. Lamont Long does a nice job along with Smith crashing the glass. Here's Baum, gives it up to Long.
Run a lot of motion type offense, set a lot of screens.
Excellent patience here by the Lobos. They're down to 8 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Old Dominion doing a nice job defensively.
Smith can't hit that outside jumper, and Bowdler now really coming to play on the defensive boards. These are two teams that like to score points. They both average in the 70s, but we've got under 7 to go. Bowdler hits one from the corner in a 16-12 game.
Yeah, they do like to score, and both teams have looked to push the ball, but both well coached defensively are their back, making each other run half-court offense.
Here's Smith inside, Baum.
Boy, Baum missed inside. He had Lamont Long, had cut back door, was standing wide open underneath the rim.
Baum again, didn't miss that time.
Nope. Nice pass by Baum.
Clayton Shields comes up with his second basket. Lobos by 6. New Mexico really tough to take off the dribble.
Yeah, and Byers has not gotten on track for Old Dominion. Nope. Good three-point shooter.
Here's Bowdler. Can't find Hodge inside. They swing it the other way. Pope trying to create something. Loops it into Hodge.
And you can tell when Hodge is close to getting it, he will catch it. Terrific hand squeezes. That ball puts it in.
4-point game. 5:40 to go first half. Another good look inside. Baum kept it alive, but Pogue comes away with it. ODU with a chance to get to 2. Dunlap leaves it. Pogue got it.
That'll excite the crowd a little bit. Dunlap put it between his legs. Behind him now, 22nd timeout. Old Dominion has changed the course of this ball game.
And ODU with a lot of support here in Pittsburgh. They are down 1 at 18-17. Show us what you got here.
Here's the assist man. Setting up his teammate. Pogue rewards the pass. Sets a screen after he threw it between his legs.
He did everything he could. Pogue with a little look to the crowd, and it's 18-17. 5:23 to go. So New Mexico gets the quick start in this one. But ODU has hit 3 of their last 4, and they're back to within 1.
Well, New Mexico looks good in the half-court offense, but they're not finishing the play. They're getting to the basket. The ball's not going in. Old Dominion challenging at the hoop. But New Mexico looks very good off the dribble.
Santiago is back on the floor. Gets the ball down on the block. Turns for the hook. Gets the roll.
Good post up inside. Santiago, a big body that you can throw it into. 7'1", 250. A simple turn, a little flip.
First 2 for Daniel in the game. Under 5 minutes now to go in the half. Old Dominion trailing by 3. Bassett back on the floor. Here's Dunlap. Little jump shot won't go down for Youngblood. And Pogue, another 3. Bassett, a nice job in the offensive glass and able to kick it back out.
Opportunity for a third shot this possession. Good pass.
Excellent pass. Youngblood couldn't finish. Whoa, they're going to score the basket. They might call a goaltend there.
See what they call here. Outstanding play by Dunlap. The second in this possession. First time they missed. This time he'll go in again. Draws 3 white jerseys. Puts it right on the money. The missed stuff. The foul. Doesn't quite get the ball to go in.
Santiago picks up the foul, his first. And Skipper Youngblood, the 6'8" freshman out of Gastonia, North Carolina.
Well, you can tell the key to Breon Dunlap. In fact, fine teammates. Very good off the dribble, very good giving assists. 5.7 assists a ball game for Dunlap, and he can set people up, and teammates towards the end of the year had 11 assists against George Mason, 10 assists against James Madison, back-to-back ball games.
Pogue back to the bench, and Mike Byers has come back in for Old Dominion. Youngblood's got a little dance routine at the line there. Knocks down the second. We have got a timeout. 4:31 left to go. 20-18, New Mexico. Has led ODU right back in this. It's a 2-point game at 20-18. Alney, Gibson, Smith, Shields, and Santiago are on the floor right now for the Lobos. Sherrod has come back in for Old Dominion with Byers, Bassett, Hodge, and Dunlap. Shields will tee one up. Smith on the offensive glass. That's a goaltender.
Well, good set play for Shields, but a better defensive play that time. They got into a shot line. Hodge made the switch and got into the shot line. Probably not a good shot, but the rebound by Smith. You want him aggressive. Leading scorer for this ball club.
4-point Lobo lead. Here's Byers trying to get on track, averaging a dozen a game. He hasn't scored yet. And Hodge only has 2.
Oh, good pass.
And Donnie Gray with the call. Clayton Shields will pick up the foul on the reach.
Such a good pass by Dunlap. He looked one way and passed the other way. Drew the low defender inside. Watch him look now to your left. He made a ball fake, took Shields away from it, put it inside right on the money, and Bassett goes to the free throw line.
6'9" sophomore out of Richmond. 75% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Reggie is a music major at ODU. Plays the saxophone. Used to be in his high school band, which must have been something to see. 6'9", and the sax marching up the field. We'll be back. No one having much luck at all with the 3-point field goal, and New Mexico let that 10-0 really lead slip away.
Yeah, similar number, similar score, and not many free throws, but you know both teams have taken it inside to the glass, but no fouls.
Alney lets a man fly by. Hodge knocked away the pass from Santiago.
Boy, Old Dominion really runs when they get the basketball. Hodge really moves down the court.
Dunlap looking. Santiago gets it back and then tipped away from behind by Byers as Smith didn't see him coming.
Lamont Long will check into the lineup for New Mexico.
Alney is going to check out. It'll be Charles Smith to inbound. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in the first half. 22-20, New Mexico.
You know, Smith and Shields, again, only 4 points apiece. Both been very quiet in this ballgame. Smith coming off one of his worst performances, a semifinal loss to Utah in the WAC, only 4 points in that ballgame. 2-3 zone from the underneath out of bounds. You won't get much just standing and passing around the outside. You need a little penetration.
There's Long into the paint. He gets 2.
Oh, what a good-looking freshman. And I tell you what, he has a knack for getting it all the way to the rim.
He's got 6, Lobos by 4. Dunlap uses a little screen outside from Bassett. Byers goes inside to Hodge. Back outside to Byers. He'll take it and make it.
Little inside, little outside. Byers very good with a 3-point shot. Hodge very patient when he was double-teamed, gave it back to his teammate.
ODU back to within 1. 2:35 left to go in the half.
A little of the old flex offense.
Shields comes up firing. It's going to come back to Old Dominion, and really for the first time in the game, the Monarchs have the ball and a chance to get the lead. Schornstein coming back in for New Mexico. This crowd in Pittsburgh has really rallied behind the lower seeded teams all afternoon. Really got behind Coppin State earlier. And the crowd very much behind Old Dominion right now.
Yeah, Fang Mitchell's ball club played outstanding the whole ball game.
Did they ever?
And that crowd just fell in love with their hustle and hard play and terrific guard play the second half.
Old Dominion's got their first lead.
Well, they're feeling good about themselves. Both teams very similar offensively are looking inside first. But really the difference I see in the last few minutes, Dunlap has created more opportunities for his teammates by his penetration.
Schornstein gives it up to Santiago. He's not going to shoot it from out there. Smith might. He takes the little pull-up jump shot. No. Long on the offensive glass. Got stripped. Tries to track down the loose ball. Couldn't control it. It'll come back to Old Dominion. Breon Dunlop gets up slowly, but does get up.
Looks like he called a 20-second timeout to maintain possession. Take a look at this hustle by both ball clubs. There's a little grab by Hodge. Loose ball. Long tries to dribble out of there.
There it is.
Nice play by Dunlap.
Coming up on Pennzoil at the half, Jim Nance and Clark Kellogg will get you updated on all the tournament news, all the scores, and the highlights, plus a live look at all the action going on in the NCAA tournament. That's all coming up on Pennzoil at the half. We've got 1:35 to play first half here in Pittsburgh. And Old Dominion, after getting down 10-0 in this game, they've come all the way back to lead at 26-24. And Dave Bliss has got some balanced offense. He would like to get some serious offense out of one or two players, though.
Yeah, I think so. They're just not hitting on all cylinders, missing some makeable shots right now.
Nice steal by Charles Smith off the pass intended for Hodge. Gibson. Now Smith outside, looking in at Santiago. They go to him. Hodge lays the body on him. Kick it back to Long, who likes to penetrate, and he gets the floater.
You said it right there. Likes to penetrate. Passed up the easy three, made it maybe even a difficult shot, but nothing but net. Long is playing well early in this game with 8 points.
He is 4 of 6 from the field, and it's tied at 26. Skip pass to Pogue. Pogue's going to take it. That one was 3/4 of the way down. Smith. And a traveling violation is called on Smith as he makes a drive to the hoop. And now Old Dominion a chance to take the final shot of the half and go to the locker room with a lead if they can make it.
Well, expect the ball to be in the hands of Dunlap. He's been the one that's been effective off the dribble, his penetration and the kick out. He has found the right teammates at the right time.
Sherrod and Olney are back in for their respective clubs. Sherrod walking it up now. Dunlap will bring it across, go right through the trap.
Yeah, 1-3-1 half-court trap. Dave Bliss trying to dictate by his defense so that Old Dominion cannot hold the ball.
Dunlap, Pogue. Boy, he is just off by an inch. Up ahead, Schornstein. Good look for Long, and he gets 2.
Going to call goaltending. He touched the ball, but the ball went in anyway.
Jeff Capel up.
Well, the defense worked, first of all, for Dave Bliss. They forced the hand at Old Dominion. Old Dominion took an early shot. The rebound, New Mexico gets a layup. So the 1-3-1 trap worked. Old Dominion could not hold the ball or allowed not to hold the ball.
4.1 seconds to go here in the half. Lobos by a deuce. They will come with full court pressure to make it difficult for Old Dominion.
Plenty of time. 7 seconds.
Now they pushed it up to 7, right? That's what Jeff Capel was up. He was arguing about the clock. Sherrod. Little stop and go move. Sherrod, crossover move in the paint. Sherrod, Hodge able to get it up, but it won't go down. And after jumping out to a 10-0 lead, it's 28-26. Lobos at the half. Jim Nance and Clark Kellogg will be along with Pennzoil at the half after this message and a word from your local station.
Town, but expect big things this year.
Pogue was long with that 3, and the Lobos the other way with the 2-point lead, their first possession of the second half. Smith looks inside. Thomas trying to make something happen right away. The hook won't stay down. Boy, the freshman Long has just played terrific basketball.
One of those things where New Mexico fans are looking and saying they wish the seniors and the leaders would play as well as Lamont Long's doing. But that has been the story the last 4 or 5 ball games out for Dave Bliss's team.
Breon Dunlap with the quick hands. And now the officials changed the call. Donnie Gray had the right call, just pointed the wrong way.
You can tell first possession went right into Thomas. Much more effective, this ball club, when they find Thomas on the inside and then free people up on the outside. Traveling.
And absolutely.
Moving those feet.
Not a bad job by Hodge there, who had been leaning with the body, and then all of a sudden he pulled away, and Thomas just came backward.
And Old Dominion allowing Hodge to just play Thomas one-on-one, which New Mexico coaching staff thought that was to Thomas's advantage.
Temple and Providence having big nights. Hodge, a little screen outside. Bowdler trying to get it into Hodge, and it's knocked away by Thomas.
Good hands by Thomas. He reached with the right, had his left on the back, pulled it away quickly so he didn't pick up his third.
David Gibson into the forecourt. No one has scored in the first minute and a half here of the second half. Lobos by 2 in the ball. Utah advancing earlier today out of the WAC. And Smith not looking on the cut there. Came down the lane, was never looking for the ball. And the Lobos turn it over. Dunlap. Bowdler unable to make the clean catch. Jeff Capel up to call a play off the Old Dominion bench.
Good solid man-to-man defense by New Mexico. Old Dominion has been very patient in the offensive set. They'll run the old flex offense where they set a lot of picks down and pick across. Haven't been able to free anybody up on the cuts though.
Byers made the nice crossover move but couldn't finish. Thomas has it ripped away underneath. 17:32 to go in the game. The number 14 seed Old Dominion hanging around down 2 to the Lobos of New Mexico. New Mexico jumping out to that 10-0 start to begin the game, and then Old Dominion able to regroup. And they are right there here in the second half.
Well, Thomas and Hodge both only 2 points.
Smith, the pull-up jumper, and he bangs that one home.
Big basket for Charles Smith. Only 4 the first half, averages nearly 18 points a ball game. And when he knocks in a jump shot or he's active on defense, his whole game changes.
Mexico's all-time leading scorer. Pogue comes up shooting.
Yeah, didn't get his feet set. A little off balance, not the shot they need probably in their half-court set.
He has rimmed out about 6 shots here tonight. Thomas turns in the lane and gets 2.
All created by the freshman Long on the penetration.
And Thomas wincing in pain as he comes up the court. He might have caught a knee in the thigh as he made that move. Lobos open up a 6-point lead.
Look for Old Dominion to try to establish Hodge down low. Have not been able to free him up at all.
Not at all. Bowdler waving for it down the post right now. Hodge out there trying to set a screen. Now Hodge gets it in low, and he'll get himself to the free throw line.
Dunlap very good with the basketball. How about the position down low, and Long, the freshman, draws all the bodies across. Thomas patiently waits till he frees himself up for the easy basket this half. Dunlap has really been good with the ball. A bounce pass between or through 2 of the New Mexico players down low all the way to Hodge, who now goes to the free throw line.
Clayton Shields picked up that foul. Or have they switched it over to Thomas? I believe it is Shields who got that foul. He has gone to the New Mexico bench with 3.
You see Shields shaking his head off to a slow start also. Only 4 points on the ball game, and he'll rest a little bit with 3 fouls. New Mexico not being able to just get things going like they did early in this game, and Old Dominion give them credit. Defensively been better, offensively patient enough to run some clock down, get some good shots. Oh, that's quickness right there.
That certainly was.
That's the matchup that this coaching staff wanted. They didn't think Hodge could quite handle Thomas on the post.
Thomas pretty light on those feet for a guy who checks in at about 260.
Hodge wants to go right back at Thomas and does.
Yes, he sure did.
Thomas with 2 fouls did not contest probably hard enough. and 2 fouls is not that big a deal at this point.
Thomas again, rims it out, tries to go back after his miss. Out of the pack, though, instead comes Byers. Byers on the break. Hodge has got the spot down low. They go to him. Gibson comes back on the double team, and Hodge lost it. And a reach-in foul is going to be called on E.J. Sherrod. We've got a timeout, 15:23 to go in the game. 34-29, New Mexico.
Two guys now banging each other pretty well inside.
Royce Olney has come on now for New Mexico. He's out there with Gibson, Long, Thomas, and Schoenstein.
But Thomas much more active on the offensive end. Sat out too many minutes the first half, ready to get after it this half.
Schoenstein thought about it outside, looking inside for Thomas.
Hodge is not easy, though, inside.
Both of those guys will spend some time in the whirlpool tomorrow. Schoenstein has to throw it up in the corner and manage to draw a foul from Bowdler.
Interesting and frustrating at the same time. But here's the work down low. Two big, strong bodies going at each other. Hodge will just stay behind him. He has fronted a couple times, but not very often. But Thomas has made a couple good moves, and there's a move by Hodge to deny the basketball.
Schoenstein 68% at the line, misses the first. 5-point game. The Lobos with the lead.
As you mentioned, a starter a year ago. Started 39 straight ball games before Lamont took over the 1st of February in the starting position. Disappointing WAC tournament. Only had 2 rebounds and no points in 18 minutes of play in the 2 ball games there.
Avoids the hat trick there, making the third. 35-29. Sherrod inside. Hodge trying to find something the baseline. A little extra bump to Thomas.
That's one of those bumps the big guy really can't tell that happened because they're so big and strong. Here's the move here. A little bit of the right shoulder goes in. Extra bump by Hodge. Third personal foul, and most big guys say, hey, let us play a little bit down here. If he's going to spin, I've got to be able to bump him just enough.
Santiago comes in. Thomas goes to the bench with his third personal. Dunlap looking to see if anything develops. Sherrod comes around the screen, bottom of your screen without receiving the ball.
Nice curl by Sherrod.
Sherrod in a little bit of trouble. And Long is able to track down the loose ball. Long just really has a nose for the basketball.
Very good at creating on the offensive end.
Flips that one out to Gibson. Olney with time. Long with the 3.
You know, if Gibson makes a chest pass and not a bounce pass, Olney probably has a better look at the basket. Bounce pass took much too long. Hodge really runs this court.
8 points now for Odell Hodge. And the Monarchs are back to within 4.
When the Monarchs get the rebound, Hodge just absolutely sprints to the other end.
And he's not laboring up the court. He gets up in a hurry.
No, you're right. Santiago's going to have to keep up.
Olney stripped. Nice play by Byers. A step on the field. He's got 2.
Well, just when you thought New Mexico might go on a little run, the Monarchs back within 2 points. All done on the defensive end and conversion for easy baskets.
We're approaching 13 to go in a 2-point game. Inside, Santiago rolls to the hole.
That's good definition. Rolls to the hole. He made a little spin move. Wide body. Hodge having trouble with the height.
Able to squeeze that one up, but Long there on the weak side. Then Sherrod rejected by Santiago. He's unable to save it down in the corner, but great hustle by the 7'1" junior, Daniel Santiago.
How about the hustle? Defensively, he makes the swat, and then he goes and gets after this ball. Most big 7-footers wouldn't even try to make the attempt.
Santiago, a teammate of Travieso and Padilla, the 2 guards from UMass, who we'll see a little bit later on tonight on the Puerto Rican national team that played at the Olympics this summer.
Great experience for those players. Obviously, it helps you when you play that level and then come back to the college game.
Hodge got by him there, then couldn't finish. Bassett couldn't keep the rebound alive, and it comes out to Smith.
You know, Santiago is a problem inside right now defensively.
Look at Hodge leaning on him. Outside. Smith, no. Rebound out of bounds. Coming back to the Monarchs. 12:26 to go. The Lobos. Dave Bliss really working that sideline. He's got a 4-point lead. Dunlap. Hodge sets a little screen, now backs in. They get it to Hodge. He spins in the lane. Santiago again with the block. Last to get a hand on it, though. Charles Smith knocking it out of bounds.
And Hodge will take a seat, and he is tired. We'll go have a seat by the coaches. But one of the things Santiago has done is just become tough inside for Hodge to score. And Hodge not a player that will go outside very much. Some 6'9" guys will step away and bring Santiago away from the basket. Hodge really doesn't do much of that. Now we'll sit down for a few minutes. Good steal.
Excellent quick hands there, but unable to save it on the sideline. David Gibson.
Only 7 seconds left now for Old Dominion.
And we are going to get a timeout. 11:57 left to go in the game. It'll be Old Dominion ball when we get back, trailing by 4. $500,000 million to the scholarship funds of America's colleges and universities. Kenny Thomas stays over there on the Lobo bench. Dunlap trying to find a way to get it up and able to get it off the glass is Youngblood, and he puts it back in.
Yeah, look what I found. Kind of turn around, throw it up. Santiago tried to block that ball. Thomas still on the bench. 3 fouls. Santiago's done a nice job defensively, but Thomas is a guy they will need offensively pretty soon. With Hodge on the bench, I think Dave Bliss will come back to Thomas pretty soon.
Lobos not able to get anything out of either Shields or Smith tonight. Or Thomas for that matter. Gibson, nothing doing there. Smith gets it back 5 in the shot clock.
Must be something about the big 3, Mike. We had the big 3 of South Carolina. How about Smith on that one? We had the big 3 of South Carolina today. Had awful day. They lost to Coppin State, and now New Mexico, the big 3, Shields, Smith, and Thomas have not gotten on track.
Not one of the 3 to double figures yet. Smith's got 8. He's the closest. 4-point Lobo lead.
Very similar styles and offensive sets by both Old Dominion and New Mexico. Patience set a lot of picks, but the first option is to get it inside to the post. Nice pass.
That was a nifty pass, is right.
Very good with the basketball.
All Reggie Bassett had to do is just reach up and put it in. 39-37. Santiago gives it up quickly. Long gets fouled as he makes his move along the baseline. Let's take a look at that. Nice feed.
Yeah, Breon goes baseline. Watch this. Draws the people. 3 guys. Doesn't really even look at his teammate. Understands he's there, and teammates know to roll to the basket. Keep your hands available.
Odell Hodge with 8 points so far in the game. Getting a rest over there on the bench, and the rest is over. Jeff Capel, right on cue, sends Odell Hodge back in. E.J. Sherrod had picked up his 2nd personal foul on that last play, and Long with his 11th point, his first of the 2nd half. We have not seen much of Mark Pogue in the 2nd half for Old Dominion.
Long has been the difference, I think, for New Mexico. Just the energy he's brought to the offensive end. Very good with the penetration, off the dribble.
4-point lead. Dunlap, quick look up at his coach. Bassett, Hodge. Byers unable to find any. Byers now in the corner. That was Sherrod, top of the key, who made the pass. Rebound taken down by Long.
Well, New Mexico has numbers if they push. Good job by Dunlap getting back after falling down on the offensive end.
Long, the deep three from out front. Rebound, and let's see.
Ooh, they got hot.
I thought they were going to get a push on Thomas there.
I thought so too, but they might have seen that Thomas got to the ball first, and Hodge pushed as the ball came away from the basket. Long jump shots, long rebounds.
Gibson able to make the catch out at half court. Shields finds Smith in the corner. 9:35 to go in the game. Lobos the ball and a 4-point lead.
Back to the 2-3 zone underneath from the out of bounds.
Long to the basket. Rim down. Excellent follow by Thomas. And I think they got Hodge with the slap that time.
Well, give credit where credit is due. Lamont Long once again gets to the rim with the basketball. Thomas just follows the freshman in. You'll see the penetration between the defense and draws Hodge's attention, which allows Thomas to go right to the basket. Hodge makes a hard foul, not allowing the ball to get back to the rim.
Gave that foul to Bassett. Both Bassett and Hodge were there, and Thomas, a 75% free throw shooter, looks to extend the 4-point lead.
Well, I mentioned before, the NCAA play has not been kind to Kenny Thomas. Last year only had a total of 11 points in the 2 ball games. Foul trouble both those games. Tonight has been in foul trouble.
Seven now for Thomas, just half of his average. Lobos, though, have stretched it out to 5. Sherrod wanted to go inside to Hodge, and Charles Smith's going to be called for that foul. The pace of fouls has picked up here in the second half. Here's the way it looks so far here in Pittsburgh. Texas and Coppin State, yes, Coppin State, will be playing on Sunday as they took out the number 2 seed South Carolina. Louisville and UMass to follow. Hodge comes out high this time.
Get the feeling that Old Dominion has the game at the pace they want to play at, Mike. They have most of the game after the start by New Mexico. But foul on Gibson on the push. You just get the feeling that they're comfortable with the pace this is going.
And you know Dave Bliss is thinking he's not liking the way this team just keeps hanging around.
Well, they hung around a couple years ago as a 14 seed and beat Villanova in one of the best ball games in the NCAA history. Triple overtime, 89-81. So they've been here before as a 14th seed. Lost the second round that year to Tulsa. Shea Seals at 31. Seals and Tulsa off to another good start this year.
Sherrod, a nice move. He's got 6. It's back to 3. Inside, Thomas stripped in the lane, but a lucky bounce for the Lobos. Again inside. Oh, Thomas has got a quick first step, doesn't he?
How about that? Spun baseline. I'm not sure Hodge realized where he had gone. But then actually the finish might have been as good as the move.
Thomas starting to assert himself a bit now with 9. We're about to go into 8 minutes to go in the game.
I think you try to go into Hodge because Thomas has 3 fouls. I don't think he'll guard him closely down low.
Hodge right now at foul line extended there, setting the screen. Pogue turns and fires and gets 2. First 2 for Mark Pogue here in the second half.
Nice shot by Pogue. I'm trying to wonder if Hodge is really tired. Just watching him work on the offensive end. He's not too aggressive getting to the block. And I think he needs to get there because Thomas won't put too much pressure on him.
Here's Shields outside. Smith. Got a little screen from Shields there at the moment. They go into Thomas. Thomas turns, has it knocked away. Sherrod comes up with it. And the Monarchs can get back to 1 or tie with a 3. Dunlap lays it down. Boy, Dunlap had a layup.
Sometimes that happens to assist men. So busy looking for teammates. Let's take a look at Thomas on the baseline. How quick is this move right here? Hodge thinks he has him. Now watch the finish. Up and under, away from Bassett with the ball. Watch this. I think Byers or Dunlap has a layup here.
Sure he does.
Passes it off. Teammates like players like that, though. Share the ball maybe more than they should.
Well, he caused a foul that could be telling as the game goes on, because that is the 4th personal foul on Clayton Shields. Shields, at least for the moment, is going to stay in the game. And Bassett is able to make the first free throw.
Shields totally opposite of Thomas in NCAA play. Last year he was outstanding. 25 against Kansas State, 19 against Georgetown. So he has been the one that he's the one not many people talk about, though. Everybody talks about Charles Smith and Kenny Thomas.
Bassett makes his free throws. We've got a 1-point game with 7:13 to play. Dunlap and Hodge are on the floor right now for Old Dominion. Smith, Long, Gibson, Thomas, and Schornstein are out there for the Lobos. They've got the ball and a 1-point lead. ODU coming with some full court pressure.
Straight man-to-man looks like. Easily handled by the Lobos.
Dunlap nearly got a hand on that one. Long comes top of the key. Byers has done a nice job finding Smith. They go inside to Thomas. Kick it back out. Schoenstein right back in.
Good pass.
Oh, excellent pass is right.
New Mexico went to the box set, tried to get Smith off the screen. He wasn't open, then patient enough to get Kenny Thomas on the post. Hit him once, then hit him twice, and then he made the delivery inside to Gibson.
Gibson just his first basket of the second half. He's got 5 overall. The lead is 3. Near steal by Smith. Pogue. How many shots has Pogue taken tonight that have rattled out?
Well, I tell you, that is 3 or 4 that he has had halfway down.
Inside Thomas. Hodge with the body outside Schoenstein. Smith thought about it. Now he's going to take it. Tough shot. Nothing there. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll come back to ODU with 5:58 to go in the game. Old Dominion, the number 14 seed, trailing by 3 here with 5:55 to go in the game. It was a 28-26 halftime lead for ODU. They jumped out 10-0 to begin the game. Jumped out again to open the second half, but ODU just won't go away. Byers gets the roll, and it's back to 1.
Well, they won't go away, as you said, Mike, and offensively, they're just very patient doing the things. Defensively, they have slowed down New Mexico's attack.
Here's Smith, who's been quiet, has his pass picked off. The Monarchs now a chance to get the lead. Pogue for 3. Bowdler able to save the rebound, and then he stepped out of bounds. Well, a travel is called. Either way,
he made the 360 and landed, and then saved it. That is not allowed.
He was trying, though.
Pogue only 2 of 11 now from 3-point land. You know, New Mexico has really been caught standing around on the offensive end, just looking for Thomas inside. Need a little more movement on this offensive possession.
Schoenstein gives it up to Gibson. We go under 5 minutes on the clock. Smith was fortunate Schoenstein happened to be there. 10 on the shot clock. Smith. Schoenstein, nice little flash to the ball, and he gets 2.
Terrific play by Schoenstein. Teammate Smith was in trouble. Shot clock running down. Went to the basketball inside the lane. Finished with a good basket.
48-45. Lobos by 3.
Got to wonder how tired Hodge and Thomas are inside, just banging each other. Although they've both had plenty of rest, Thomas in foul trouble. Hodge has just been spelled often in this ballgame.
Dunlap gets it back to Byers. Shot clock winding down. Byers, little dribbling exhibition, the crossover move. Byers can't bank it home. Thomas rips the rebound off. Byers commits the foul.
Well, Byers put the dribbling exhibition on, but went nowhere. He's Stewart, and then he Finally took it to the basket, but the big rebound. Here's the pass and the play, but Shorenstein, give him credit. His teammate was in trouble. You can see on the shot clock, it said 3. He's going nowhere with this dribble, then he tries to explode. Smith, very good, just patiently waits defensively. Good crossover dribble, but tough shot, good defense, good rebound by Thomas.
Lobos a chance to stretch this to 5 or better as we're under 4 minutes to go. Olney back in the game. He and Shorenstein exchange. They're looking inside. They want to go to Thomas. They do. Thomas bumps his way into a triple team. Gets by it, and Hodge the block for the foul call.
You know, it's interesting. Thomas's teammates are doing nothing to make themselves available. There are 3 guys around Thomas, and they're just standing. You have to have more movement around. When they throw it inside, either cut to the basket, make yourself available. If you just stand and wait, you know, there's 3 guys there. Plus, if you're not moving as you pass it in, it's easy to double team. If you're moving and cutting, your player can't stand double team so easily.
Not only were there 3 guys there, you could see all 5 of the ODU players in the picture, and only Thomas for New Mexico.
Anytime you stand and put the ball over your head to look to a post, and you throw it in there and keep standing there, it's easy to double team, and then everybody waits to make the double teams and the rotations. If there's a lot of movement away from the ball, a lot of screens and doing some other things, and then throw it inside, it's a whole new ball game.
Thomas makes his free throws. The Lobos have stretched it out to 5 with 3:43 to go.
It will mean the difference.
Pogue would also be my candidate. Thomas is back out there with Shields, Long, Olney, and Gibson.
Token pressure by the Lobos.
Byers, Dunlap, Sherrod, Hodge, and Pogue for the Monarchs. Royce Olney is going to be called for that foul down on the baseline as Byers was coming through.
These teams are so similar in the offensive sets. Run a lot of the flex offense, a lot of pick down, pick across. They will try to post up their big body.
That was the 16th foul on Dave Bliss's Lobos. 3:20 now to play in the game. ODU down 5. Sherrod. They want to go into Hodge. Hodge had pretty good position a moment ago there on Thomas. Dunlap puts it up this time and gets the roll.
What a tough hoop, the first one on the night.
Breon picked a nice time for it if you're a Monarch fan. Olney able to get across the 10-second line. 2:52 to play, 50-47 Lobos. The ball in the lead.
Better movement that time.
Oh, good look.
And much better movement that time by New Mexico before they entered the pass. We've talked all night long for Dunlap about his assist. This time he goes inside, and what you want to do is make him finish, guard the guys, and because he likes to deliver, but that time, pretty tough shot.
Boy, Kenny Thomas on the other end has shown a real ability to find people if they move, like you've been asking him to.
Yeah, what a great passer. I think the key is moving before he catches, and when he catches, move again. Don't allow the defense to just sit and wait for him to catch the ball to make it an easy double team.
Gibson 4 of 6 at the free throw line, 4-point game, 51-47. Hodge comes out. Thomas lets him stay out there. Byers.
Good switch by Long out on Byers. Byers a shooter.
Sherrod trying to create some room, does, and gets 2.
Good ball fake inside. Shields has 4 fouls. Doesn't want to sit out the rest of this ball game, so allows him to get inside. Thomas too late for the help side defense.
Sherrod, a nice contribution, 8 off the bench. Dave Bless is going to take a 20-second timeout. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Lobos by 2. Let's take a look at E.J. Sherrod.
The move inside again. Shields has 4 fouls, so he allows him to go by, and then Thomas bites on the fake. Sherrod, very valuable, as you said, Mike, off the bench. He gave them energy early in this game when they were struggling, and they've maintained it throughout.
And UMass to follow. Shields wants a little help, gives it up to Gibson. Under 2 minutes now to play in the game. Olney inside, knocked away, picked off. Old Dominion a chance to tie. Dunlap.
Again, Hodge beat everybody down the floor. Good position in the low box. They should have hit him because Shields again has 4 fouls. Pogue elected to take it back out, but Hodge was right there, right on the block, ready for the pass.
Shields was trying like crazy to pass off Hodge to somebody else. They get it into Hodge. He gets the bump. Doesn't get the bucket. Big rebound, Thomas.
We're down here, 1:15 left in this ball game. Possession time.
A remarkably whistle-free game. Thomas has to kick it back out. Jumper from the corner won't go. Hodge has got it, and once again, ODU a chance to tie as we go under a minute. Dunlap rejected by Gibson. Long gets it to Shields. We are in the final minute here in Pittsburgh. Olney all the way for 2.
How about that play?
Go up 4.
50 seconds left. They thought he was going to hold the basketball. Olney drives it all the way, 4-point lead. Now he got caught for the foul, the push, the trip. But Olney on the offensive end, I think Old Dominion thought he was just going to hold it up.
Really a smart play by Olney. He just keeps right on going. You see Hodge back off a little bit there.
I don't think Hodge just believed he was going to continue to go. He thought he was going to bring it back out, but a smart play by Olney, except on the defensive end, then got caught for the trip and the push at the same time.
And we are going to get a timeout called by New Mexico. 39.8 seconds to go in the game. 53-49. Lobos have a 4-point lead. We'll be back. 3:49, New Mexico by 4. Breon Dunlap is going to be at the line. Old Dominion with 2 timeouts left, and the Lobos have 1. And Dunlap, a 68% free throw shooter. Donnie Gray is going to use the towel on the basketball. Old Dominion's been climbing up the hill this entire second half. 1-1 for Breon Dunlap.
Big basket, outstanding ball game for Dunlap. Has controlled the tempo, I think, offensively, and made the right plays at the right time for his team to stay in this.
No question. This one to get his club back to 2. And he does. Back into the game comes Reggie Bassett. All right, John, you're 39.8 on the game clock. 35, of course, on the shot clock. You're down 2. Do you foul?
Well, full court pressure. They're going for the steal, and then they got Thomas right off the bat. Thomas, 75% free throw shooter. They weren't looking to foul. Looked like they were looking to make the steal. I think you become aggressive defensively, and they did that. Tried to make the steal. Thomas, great hands and strong hands.
All right, Dave Bliss will have his man in the middle at the free throw line as Odell Hodge checks back into the game for ODU. And as John Sunbold just mentioned, Kenny Thomas, a 75% free throw shooter with 9 of his 11 points here in the second half. Sat out a good part of the first half with 2 personal fouls. Dave Bliss saving him for a moment just like this.
Good soft touch for a big man.
This is a big one right here, and Jeff Capel's going to use a timeout. He's going to give Kenny Thomas a little time to think about this one, as ODU would like to see it stay a 1-possession game. That's where it is right now at 54-51. Don't go away. So with the 3-point lead, there you can see 1 full timeout left for both sides. The possession arrow in New Mexico's favor, but the big free throw coming up here for Kenny Thomas. He made the first. This one to make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if he makes what New Mexico will do defensively. See if they try to stall Old Dominion of getting up the floor.
Thomas the big shot.
Token pressure, not too much on the ball. Myers and Pogue on the outside.
Dunlap taking it right to the basket, able to draw the foul with still plenty of time to go. 31.2 on the clock. Lamont Long picks up that foul.
Good. The value of Dunlap tonight has been something you don't measure probably in statistics. Takes the ball, draws contact again, has made terrific passes, has run the offense as Jeff Capel needs it to be run.
Dunlap made his last 2 at the line. And once again, he is there 1 and 1. Boy, he's made some big shots here in the last couple of minutes.
Makes the second one, allows Old Dominion to get into full court pressure again. Last time they tried to make the steal, did not, and fouled Thomas right away.
Doesn't get the roll on the second. Long up big for the rebound, immediately grabbed. Dunlap with his hands on his head as he walks up the other way. 55-52, Dave Bliss looking at the clock and the scoreboard.
Jeff Capel has decided this is going to be a free throw contest. See if New Mexico can make enough. There's a rebound by the freshman, who has been outstanding. As he would probably say, he wishes some of his teammates would have had as much energy as he did.
Jeff Capel, whose son will be playing in about a half hour for Duke. Long now has made it a 2-possession game, 74% free throw shooter. The freshman for the Lobos has been outstanding tonight and makes them both. Into the game comes Cal Bowdler. Out goes Odell Hodge. 57-52, a 5-point game.
Bowdler can spot up and shoot. Hodge an outside shooter, so expect the drive in the dish. Oh, that is so silly.
I'm not sure what Clayton Shields was thinking about.
And Dave Bliss is not either. 5th personal foul on Shields. He hopes his teammates can handle the last 22 seconds so he can redeem himself on Sunday. Pogue, a 3-point shooter. You know you need to contest him, but this is not what you want to have happen with 22 seconds on the clock.
The frustration on the Lobo bench. I'm not sure. Pogue was really going to pass that ball, too. He didn't have a shot.
Well, they double teamed him. They had 2 guys on it. And if he makes one over the top, you really like him to penetrate, maybe not shoot the 3, but still just make him shoot a difficult shot.
Clayton Shields came into tonight's game averaging 16 a game, finishes with 4 points, 2 field goals early in the first half. So Mark Pogue to the line. And they're going to say he was in the act of shooting, so he will get 3 free throws. (57-53).
For New Mexico, only a 62% free throw shooter, as is David Gibson. So those are the guys you want to foul if you're Old Dominion.
And Pogue buries all 3. And Jeff Capel is going to use a timeout. The crowd starting to rally around Old Dominion again as they continue to force the Lobos to win this game.
Yeah, just like that. The fact now all of a sudden New Mexico's back to where they were. The 2-point lead, have to get the ball inbounds first, hang on to the basketball, and if you get fouled, go make free throws.
And again, New Mexico back in the position now where they need to make both, or Old Dominion would have a chance for the tie with the 3.
Alney, the man taking the ball out, a lot of times he will get a return pass once he passes it in if they double team.
Trying to get it over the 6'10" Bowdler. Long is the one who's been coming to the ball. Alney able to get it in to Thomas, and Bowdler gives the foul with 19.8 on the clock. Thomas was able to respond the last time by hitting 2 at the line. He'll get another chance.
Confidence by Kenny Thomas. He could have given the ball to Alney and they play keep away, but Thomas kept it in his hands. Through the foul, wants to go back to the foul line.
Jeff Capel is going to send Mark Pogue back into the game. Pogue almost didn't get to the table in time. Jeff Capel had Freddie Bryant in the game for the first time tonight. I have a feeling he was the designated fouler.
Good call.
Thomas looking to stretch the lead to 3.
Well, the crowd now has livened up a little bit here, Mike.
Odell Hodge comes back in.
Earlier they saw Coppin State pull off an upset, and fans seem to rally about that around the lower rated team and seeded team, I should say.
Like those 14 seeds. Missed them both. ODU 2 for the tie. They're going to use their last timeout.
Oh, are we having fun in Pittsburgh?
15.5 to go in the game. ODU will have the ball when we get back. Clary 2, 15 seconds to go. Next foul by New Mexico. 2 shots for ODU. Old Dominion cannot stop the clock again except with a foul, and the arrow belongs to New Mexico, but the ball belongs to Old Dominion.
Sherrod has been very good off the dribble. Got Hodge inside, Pogue for outside jump shot.
Sherrod the crossover. Sherrod in the lane. It's short. Rebound. Thomas. And he got fouled with 2.4 to go.
Good defense, not a very good shot though. And the strong rebound by Kenny Thomas, who has a chance to redeem himself, go back to the free throw line, make a couple free throws, and advance on to Sunday. Take a look at this. They're trying to get Hodge on the post up, the penetration. You know what? The guys are moving and switching inside. He couldn't find the open man. Had to force up one, but good solid D by the Lobos.
And now all they can do on the ODU bench is watch as Kenny Thomas goes back to the line. 2.4 seconds to go in the game. No more timeouts for Old Dominion.
Yeah, make or miss, they're going to have to get a long one. He makes this one, he can just end the ball game.
Absolutely. All ODU can hope for right now is a miracle shot for the tie. And New Mexico.
Dave Bliss wants to make sure, hey, wait a second, guys. We've done some silly things.
We'll be back. Here in Pittsburgh, the Lobos by 3. Kenny Thomas has been standing at the free throw line for seems like about 30 or 40 seconds now.
Yeah, they came out of the huddle early before the referees called him out, and Kenny Thomas has just been standing around the free throw line. The faces of Old Dominion. Kenny Thomas basically can win this ball game right here.
Yes, he can. If he misses, ODU hopes for the miracle. He doesn't. And the Lobos will advance. Dunlap is going to let one fly, trying to draw some contact. He can't do it. And New Mexico survives here. And Dave Bliss's Lobos from the WAC, the number 3 seed, they are able to move on. 59-55.
Survival and play another day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 59-55, the final score here from Pittsburgh. New Mexico advances. There's a look at the brackets coming up in about a half hour. Louisville and UMass to see who will play New Mexico on Sunday. The genuine Chevrolet players of the game. Breon Dunlap. Don't let those numbers fool you. Dunlap, you could join us. I'm Mike Gorman along with